a very intense project. Most of our Living Room Art projects begin in a very intense manner from realization of connections between Houston and Karachi. This project was sparked off by metal detectors. In the United States, in Houston, the places where you experience detectors are fairly limited. Surprisingly, Planned Parenthood, Gulf Coast, there are metal detectors, and you go in for an annual exam, and you have to go through. You have to give your purse to the security, and you have to go through the line, and it's strange. It's a very strange experience. On the other hand, in Karachi, you go through metal detectors all the time. Detectors are just part of life. But the place where they've popped up now is it's again very disturbing. It's that same feeling that I had when I went to Planned Parenthood, which was you go into shrines and Sufi shrines, and before entering, you have to go through a detector.
आए हैं कलंदर पे गोइंग सिंस लॉन्ग टोल वहाँ पे लगे हुए पर वो सारी मशीनें काम नहीं करती लगी हुई हैं काम नहीं करती चलाती पिटाई पैसा कुछ सीन नहीं है तो ये है कि मुझे लगता है कि इन चीज़ों की ज़रूरत नहीं है आपकी जब रियासत फेल हो जाती है ना आपको सिक्योरिटी फराहम करने में तो फिर तो ये सब चीज़ें हैं बट मुझे लगता है जिसको करना होगा क्या वो इन चीज़ों से इन मशीनरी से डर के आएगा या ये उनको रोक सकती हैं इसको करना होगा वो कर जाएगा
Factual information. Factual information. Then a war on your vagina.
3 women in a waiting room, and they had disguises to sort of represent the anonymity women wish they had in that kind of circumstance sometimes. Because in the waiting room of any clinic or especially a Planned Parenthood, you don't know what the other person is there for, but you suspect and you hope people don't know what you're there for, because it's about your body. So the disguises was like a hyper sort of representation of the desired anonymity.
Extremism in this country, in the United States, living in Houston, living in Texas, it's quite scary. It's divisive, it's a border. Nobody says, oh, this kind of extremism on our bodies matches Muslim extremists, Wahhabi extremism on women's bodies. Why are we now in this place where women are being pushed back? Not just in Pakistan, not just in Sindh, not just in Karachi, but in Houston, in Texas, in the United States. And why are we not talking about this is happening across the board? This is a very global issue.
It's 2012, and a likely Republican candidate for U.S. President, a Mormon, favors the overturning of Roe v. Wade. There is more fucking than ever, and women face the prospect of backstreet abortions once again. Is it really 2012? Yes, it's 2012.
This show, everybody who participated in it from Houston as well as in Karachi came from a very personal place. Everybody had very, very strong feelings about the issues that we tackled. For that reason, we had created this parachute room. Mary Margaret Hansen had this gorgeous parachute material. It was like that. It was the real parachute material that she'd bought. And we hung it from the roof in Yolanda's home. And then we put white cloth around it. It was the safe room, and that was just an amazing experience because that was the space we went into where we had formal conversations and we talked.
This has nothing to do with the title abortion. This is about control. We are women. These are our bodies, our uteruses. This is nobody's business but ours. It is not supposed for us to have to kill ourselves to be able to live our lives.
We need this, and we need this kind of solidarity. We need this kind of space to be able to talk about anything we want, in any way we want. The performances went that way, the videos, the work that was shown, the Dansa Azteca. I mean, just that whole connection between, you know, the small sculpture from Mohenjo-daro and then the ancient culture of of Latin America, what that means in the history of women, the power of women, is so important to understand and to look at our lives today and say, do we have that power today? Do we? And I don't think society is necessarily supporting that. And if we want it, we have to get it. And we get it through those moments of women.